Alrighty, my friends. I don't know if we are live. It looks like we are. Oh, goodness sake. And there's no way of adjusting that, is there? Yeah, a little. Let's see. How's that? I guess that's good. Because we're dealing mostly with the top. I don't know. Can I adjust the camera a little bit more of an angle? Good morning, Cecilia. We're just having a bit of technical difficulties somewhat. Is that okay? Does that look okay? Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Jamie. How are you? Good morning, Panda. I've got my tablet right here in front. Hopefully, it'll stay still. All right. Okay, my friends. Good morning, you guys. It is day 6 of FlyLady's cruising through the holidays. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go a full hour today. I got sick yesterday and I feel very drained, energy drained, very, very much today. But we're going to push through and try to get as much done today as possible. Now, the series of that I'm following is FlyLady's series that she developed in 2008. Her videos, the links to her videos are down in the description below. So definitely go check those out. She is still kind of in her little sitting area, living room area, where today I'm decided I wanted to still focus more attention on our kitchen. So today, now in today's video that FlyLady made, she was talking about things called hotspots. This is one of my hotspots in my house. It's here in the kitchen. It's where everything kind of gets dumped at, and I just need to declutter it, clean it, organize it, and we will also be organizing the pantry up here. This is mainly my baking pantry. It's got all of the baking goods things up there. And if we have time, I may try to do this pantry that's here behind me. I will have to move the camera over, but we'll see how far we get today and how well I feel today too. We're fighting the plague here too. Hope you feel better. Oh man, my husband thinks it's the flu. I picked up a flu bug because he said there's the flu that's going around where he's working. So I may have picked something up from that. I don't know. I hope not. But if you want to join me and you have your own hotspots you want to tackle this morning, let's do this together, because we're certainly not alone in wanting to get our homes ready for the holiday season. So let's do that. What I'm going to do is just clear everything off of here, and I'm going to put it over onto my island. You saw me clean that off last week. It's semi-cleaned off right now. It still has my cookbooks on it and the tablet case for my tablet, which I have here on a stand down below me so I can read the chat down below. So anyway, I'm going to move everything over to the island so I can clear off this space. And then I will start working on the shelves. Maybe take everything off of the shelves to put down here on this counter. And then once everything is organized in the shelves, then I will take everything that I moved over to the island and reorganize it here on my counter. Let's do this. So this probably needs to go up in the cabinet, but I'm going to set it over here since it's on my surface. Okay. Now I know there's many things over here that don't belong. I know that. So, but let's work with a clean surface for right now. And this is my little trash bag, so I can throw some of the clutter that I know is trash. Okay. Oh, goodness sake. I hope I get to feeling better soon, because I don't like the way I'm feeling right now. But we're working through this. All right. You've inspired me to start something similar after we're feeling better. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling better today than I was yesterday. So that's why I decided I need to stay consistent with my goals for this series. And so even if I don't get everything done completely, at least getting something done is better than nothing at all. And I'm pacing myself. I'm not getting in a mad rush to get it all done. Okay. Oh, I know I should probably set my timer and do this, but I work mostly in chunks of areas rather than chunks of time. Depending on the situation, I might just set my timer and do something for only so many minutes and then come back. But if it's just a small area like this, I focus on completing this area and then taking a short break and then coming back. And this needs to be washed. Okay. Okay. Don't know why I still have that, but I do. Alrighty. I hope these live streams aren't super boring for you guys. I have a tendency to believe that my stuff is boring, period. But then I can watch somebody else do the exact same thing that I'm doing and not be bored at all. So I don't know if that says anything about how weird I am or what. But anyway, I'm not the most talkative kind of person either. So you know that, Jamie. I'm not always talkative in our chat over there on Instagram. Unless Amanda gets me riled up about something. She and Chrissy just seem to bring out the weirdest in me. But then I have a lot of weirdness. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the microphone. I have a lot of weirdness in me anyway, so it doesn't take much. Who knows, maybe I might be able to download this live stream as a video and make it into a short. I don't know. I'm not super big on the shorts, but I guess I ought to be, because that's the way YouTube algorithm works nowadays. there's a lot about the YouTube algorithm I have to learn about. I still haven't figured. I don't think I want to figure it out, to be perfectly honest. There we go. Let's move this out of the way. Okay. Now, where's my... Did I put my towel over here already? No. Oh, it's right here. That's it. Yeah. Now I hear you. I can be pretty quiet too sometimes. Right now, the hubby and I are working on cooking dinner together. It has to cook for almost 4 hours, but it's going to be yummy. Oh, what are you making? I've been thinking about making a cheesy potato soup with hamburger. I found a recipe on YouTube for it, and it just looks so yummy. And with the way I'm feeling, I think comfort food's what I'm wanting to have for supper tonight. Okay. Let me rinse this out. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got that washed off. I'm here. I'm here. Hi there, Amanda. Oh, I knew you'd show up eventually, but you know, you've got busy things going on, so I understand that too. Chili verde from scratch with video and beans and tortillas, and apple pie for dessert. Oh, yum. That does sound good. Yeah, I think I'll make that potato soup. My husband loves potato soup anyway, so I think that's what I'm going to do, is make potato soup. But he's not much of a vegetarian, so when I saw this recipe included hamburger, you know, ground beef in it, I knew this was something that he would love. Okay. I got the notification as I was driving away from picking Zach up from work. Oh, okay. Well, I hope I didn't cause a wreck. All right, we got the bottom shelf done. I'm going to try to climb up, and we're going to start at the top shelf and then work our way down. So what's on the top shelf, I'm just going to lay it down here on this counter and then reorganize it and then do it again. All right. Hopefully I won't fall off. All right. Open that. Open that. Okay. Kids cereals. My little teapot. I probably ought to put the cereals in these containers, but I need to wash them before I can do that. So this is my fancy teapot. I don't know what the little cups were for. I have no idea. righty then. I'm trying not to fall off of this thing. Not that I'm afraid of heights, it's just my balance isn't quite as good as it used to be. There we go. Okay. All right. Well, these containers, let's put these back up here where they belong. Got my powdered sugar and my brown sugar. And then I've got my 2 teapots. Wait a minute, I saw stevia. Put that back here in the back. There we go. Okay, now these containers, I need to wash them before I can use them. So I'll set them over to the side. Put the cereal back up. Now this doesn't belong up here or on that shelf, that right there. And these are snacks. These are like breakfast snacks. So we can put those there. Okay, we're done with the top shelf. Now I can get off of this thing. Alrighty. Whew. Got that one done. I love potato soup. Let's see. I love potato soup. It's delicious. You could add ham to the potato soup too. That's what we do. You know, my husband likes ham as well, but I'm not a big fan of ham. I like it occasionally. Sometimes with ham and beans. But we do, I think we still have a ham out in the freezer. I don't know if we're going to eat that for Thanksgiving. No, we're going to do chicken for Thanksgiving. So I don't know what to do with that other ham. I'm not a phone user while driving, so I had to wait till I go home to join. Okay, well that's good. Jello shots. My mother-in-law adds smoked sausage to the potato soup. Oh, that sounds good. I think I've had like regular, not smoked sausage, but like regular Jimmy Dean sausage, you know, crumbled up in potato soup before. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's do this next shelf. Okay, let me move these out of the way since I need to wash them anyway. And I was doing very well with the dishes this week, keeping up on them and all, until this weekend when I got sick. Well, my little helper who's supposed to be helping with the dishes hasn't been doing any of the dishes at all this week. So they have gotten piled up this weekend. Alrighty. To figure out what to do with that. Let's see, sugar. Okay. I've got a package of sugar. I'm just going to go ahead and add it to my canister here. Let's just get that done and over with. And for those of you who just recently popped in here a couple minutes ago, Today is day 6 of FlyLady's cruising through the holidays, and every Monday is Clean and Fling day. Now, I decided I wanted to tackle my hotspot, which is the area that we're working on today is hotspots. And hotspot, if you don't know, is any flat surface that just seems to accumulate clutter. And for me, my hotspot for today that I'm working on is my little baker's pantry thing here. I call it my baker's pantry because I keep my baked goods or my baking supplies in here. But anyway, but your hotspot could be anywhere in your house. It doesn't have to be as specific as this. It could be in the living room. It could be by your bed, whatever. Oh, I found that recipe, Amanda, that you sent me, that birria tacos recipe. All right, I need to rewrite this and put it in my little recipe box. I've got a recipe box. Yeah, this is my little recipe box. So I need to put it in here. I'll just set that there for now. Alrighty. Now this needs to go into this pantry. It is in the wrong shelf. Okay. Now you might be wondering, Sheila, why do you have medical supplies over here? There is a reason to my madness. Sometimes when people are in the bathroom, if all of the medical supplies, cold medicines, like cough drops and whatever, are all locked up in the bathroom when somebody's in the bathroom, then sometimes we have to wait 10 or 15 minutes for a kid to get out of the bathroom. So I made a little spot here on the shelf to keep a supply of cold medicines and things like Tylenol, ibuprofen, things like that, so that they're easy to get to and I don't have to go all the way into the bathroom to get it. So that is why this area is like this. But I just need to organize it again. Oh, I need to put this elsewhere. Okay. Alrighty, there's my spray. Are you guys chatting over there on Instagram? Yes, you are. Think I didn't know that, huh? Yeah, when you guys leave a message over there on our Instagram chat, my watch vibrates. So I know that you guys are chit-chatting with one another. Oh, my flower. I had it over here the other day. All right. Put my flour back up here. And my sugar. Go. Crisco. I've got plenty of baking soda. I have another baking soda over here. Where is it? There we go. There we go. That's that. some sprinkles, corn syrup, my candied orange peel, some muffin tins, or muffin papers. All right, that's all of that side. Now to organize this bundle here. Okay. What is this here? Why does it always look like it's upside down? Because I keep looking at different ones. Is that what this is? Yeah, that's what this is. Yeah. That's cold medicine. This thing is going to be pitched. Let me just put these things back in this. It's an unopened box, but I'm going to put this medicine that's just like it in the same box. Or in the, yeah. That way you don't take up as much room. Okay. Alrighty then. My mother-in-law's tater soup is taters, duh, cream of mushroom, milk, smoked sausage, and ramen noodles. It's the only acceptable way according to Brandon. I never thought about combining noodles with potatoes. Interesting. We have the same thing. We have a medicine box, but we keep basics in the kitchen with the dog and the cat meds. Yep. I also keep my daughter's medicines in here too, so it's easier access for her. But I have them over to the side so that I'm not revealing any secrets. We'll just put them back later on. Alrighty then. Yeah, it's too long to go this way, so it's got to go this way. So I'm going to stick these in the back. We have this pain relief. That way it kind of takes up some space. Oh, and this box. I don't know why Gary has it in here. Do we need it in the kitchen? Maybe. No, that's not gonna fit. I'll put that back in the bathroom. Okay, we got pain pills. Yeah. Oh, I know I had Tylenol. Ah, here it is. Okay. Yeah. Pain pills over here. Little. Let's see, what is this? Allergy. Just some more ibuprofen. Okay. We got cold medicines. Anti-diarrheal. Nasal sprays. Here's some more cold medicines. It's probably not perfect, but that's okay. You know, I'm just gonna take them out of the pouch and just put them in there. Hopefully we remember that those are in there. And then got some triple antibiotic ointment and the thermometer. I like to keep it here towards the front. All right. Now my daughter used to use this, but she doesn't use it anymore. I was using it for my my vitamins. Do I really want to continue? I suppose. I'll put that right there. And then what's this? What is this? Alcohol prep pads. We can put that back there. All right. This goes in the bathroom. That's another place I need to declutter and organize. I don't know what to do about these cups. I think we were going to use them as party cups, but never did. I'm going to stick them up here for now so I can figure out where a permanent home for that is. But there we go. I got both those done. They look a lot better. I'm going to wipe that off again. And then put things back over here. Hopefully a little more organized with less clutter. All right. There is that. Dry it off a bit. There we go. Alrighty then. Let's see. Oh, it's the ramen. Oh, Reams. Oh, I thought you meant ramen noodles. Okay, it's Reams noodles from the freezer section. They're doughy. Okay. I know which ones you're talking about now. Good morning, Chrissy. Yes, everyone's beautiful today. Although I'm not feeling 100% beautiful because I'm not really feeling all that good, but we're here. I didn't take this price tag off. Oh, well. Oh, well, I will deal with that another time. Oh, goodness sake. Excuse me. I had a bowl that I was using for a fruit bowl, but where did I put it? I think my husband stuck it down below in a cabinet that it didn't belong in. Well, I could use this one instead. I'll use this instead. My other one will turn up. There we go. Oh well. It is what it is. My oats. I guess I should put them right here. Okay. Okay. Like this. There we go. Now this basket, we keep like our snack bars that the kids like to get into. I put them in there. And I also like to keep our little instant oatmeal packets in there as well. So now I can throw this box away and have a cute little basket to keep those things in. All right, there is that. What else? Oh, yeah. All right. I have my flour here too. I am not going to mess with putting the flour in the container right now. So I'm just going to stick it right there in front, and then later on, I will put it into my jar. Otherwise, it'll get very messy. So, there is that. What else goes in here? Ah, I know what I want to put up there on the shelf. My recipe books. We can move that over. But I've got my Mrs. Beaton's Book of Household Management, Ida Bailey Allen's Money Saving Cookbook, Boston Cooking School Cookbook from 1896, and then my mom's Pillsbury Cookbook. So I'll just stick all that right there. There we go. I got my recipe books right there. So that's not so bad. And then I have my little recipe box. Here, why don't we put the recipe box right there. There we go. There we go. And it's 9:35. So I got all that done in 35 minutes. Besides chit-chatting with you guys. So let's see. Catch up on the chat here. Never understood banana hangers. What do you do when there's just one banana left? Stab it through. Yeah. I've got like a glass etched bowl that's about that big. The bananas would fit in it perfect. I mean, I've used it as a fruit bowl before, but my husband's probably washed it and put it somewhere where I don't know where he put it. It's not down here, is it? Nope. I don't see it in there. And it's not in there. I'm not messing with this part down here. It's just a few appliances and soda, and that's it. I'm not going to worry about that. Whoops. I dropped my towel. But there we go. We got that organized well. Let's see. Well, there we go. I got it done. I don't know if I want to do this other one. Let me swing you over so you can see what it looks like. There we go. Because it's a lot worse. This is my trash. I was just hanging it there while I was working. But this pantry needs lots of work. Oh, you can see my living room. But yeah, it needs lots and lots of work. It was organized at one time, but I need to reorganize it. Yeah, well, he likes to help. I mean, I appreciate him with washing the dishes and things like that. But he doesn't always know exactly where I want to put some things. So he puts them as best he can. Wait a minute, is it up there? Did I see it? Did I just get a glance at it? I did get a glance at it, I think. Yes! Okay. It wasn't quite so far away after all. Now, can I reach it? That's the question. Oh my gosh, barely. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's much better than what we had. There we go. Okay, there we go. I found my bowl. Up there on the floor. There we go. This is a much better bowl. Wouldn't you agree? This is a much better bowl. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Okay. There we go. Here we go. Close this back up. I'm not going to deal with that today. I'm not feeling it. But this is the bowl. So I'm going to use that to put my bananas in. That looks much, much better. There we go, guys. Well, what do you think? Like to play in. You like to play in there. You like to play in where? Organizing? Yeah. Sometimes organizing can feel like play, but oh, I guess I'm out of film, out of camera. Oh goodness. Let's see. Story of my life. At one point, it was organized. Yep. Well, like my countertop. My island was clear. It's just now the rest of the countertop that I cleared off last week. It's all cluttered up again. In fact, Chrissy, you weren't here when I mentioned this before, but my daughter, who's supposed to be in charge of doing the dishes, and it was her choice to do that. Well, she's not been doing the dishes at all this week. I've been keeping up with them most of the week until this weekend when I start feeling sick. And so this weekend, the dishes have piled up. So I've got lots of dishes in my sink to catch up on again, which I might get to this afternoon if I can feel better today. Yeah, I got this little step stool. It's not the best. One of the braces is kind of broke. I want to get a new one that has actually, I think it has a third step. This one only has 2 steps. I think the one I'm wanting has a third step because these are, oh golly, how tall are these? I think these ceilings are at least 9 feet tall ceilings. So if I have a top shelf that's close to the ceiling, I can't reach it definitely. I have to have a step stool. Looks like one of my cabinets. Yeah. I don't feel quite so bad, Jamie. Thanks. As you were talking about it, found it nice. Pantry has been on my to-do list for a while. Now is a good sign for me to work on it. Exactly. And now while you're redoing your pantry and seeing what supplies you have on hand, you can jot those supplies down. And if there's something that you're getting short of that you might need for your holiday dinner, you can write that down as something to pick up at the grocery store next time you go, so that you can build up those supplies when you get ready to prepare for your holiday meals. That's kind of what I was doing. I thought I needed more flour, and then I found a bag tucked in the back of my counter here. So I've got plenty of flour, plenty of sugar. So plenty of baking powder, or no, baking soda. So I hope you feel, yeah, I hope so too. I don't know what it is. My husband thinks I probably caught a bit of a flu bug because he says there's some of his coworkers that are sick with the flu right now. So, and it's also damp and rainy today, and that always makes me feel worse in the mornings. That's why I'm wearing my sweater again today, because I'm just cold. It's a chilly day today. Working or at school, or is that what? No, she might call it work. She does her stuff online. But I think she just lets herself get distracted. And I understand that because I let myself get distracted a lot. So I don't put a lot of blame on her since I deal with the same kind of distractions myself. But yeah, she will, whenever she gets the notion, she'll come back down and do some. But I'm giving her the space that she needs to explore herself, decide what she wants to. I mean, she's just 19 years old right now. Or yeah, she just turned 19 this spring. So there's, she's got some time. I'm not going to try and rush her into doing anything. And that might be bad for me as a mom, but I value mental health over stress. And I know we need stress in our lives up to a point, but if it's going to interfere with our mental health, is it really worth the stress? I mean, we can still accomplish things and not let ourselves get all stressed out. I'm accomplishing things today, even though I'm not physically my best. I was able to accomplish something because I set my own parameters and boundaries of what I wanted to accomplish, and I accomplished it. So there you go. I didn't put any stress on myself. I just made a promise to myself. There we go. All right, let's catch up on some more. I saw some of the chat go whizzing by. Let's see. Uh, I think tonight is leftovers for us. We had gnocchi and rosé sauce from Saturday and barbecue chicken sliders from yesterday. Yeah, we had pizza on Friday and then we ate leftovers all weekend. And I think having pizza 3 days in a row was just probably not good for me either. So I inventoried my pantry last week and was surprised at how much was in there. So see, there you go. You're going to be able to save yourself some money because you're not going to the store to buy another bag of this or that when you've already got it in your pantry. You just forgot it was there. It got tucked like my flour. It got tucked in back and I didn't see it there. So yeah, we're here to save money too while we're organizing and need to do an off-post shop this week to stock up on flour and sugar. Yep. Yeah, she's a teenager still, yeah. My Gavin does not know how to do laundry or wash. Well, I started showing my kids. I've shown it to them before, but yesterday my husband reminded me that there was something in the wash to do, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And about that time, Bethany came downstairs, and I said, hey, Bethany, why don't you come with me? And I had her put the soap and the fabric softener in the washing machine. And I said, you don't even have to mess with the dials because they're already set. Just hit the button. That's all you have to do. Basically, washing laundry is the easy part. It's the folding and putting away that's the hard part. Pick your battles. Exactly. Yeah, I've learned to do that, especially with my youngest daughter. Definitely, I have to pick my battles with her. They only sell 500 kg, less around 1 pound bags off post that I've seen, so I usually get about 4. Okay. We have pizza from Friday. Oh, you had pizza on Friday too? Yeah, my dad decided to stop in. I mean, I had to get off the stream to take him to his doctor's appointment on Friday. He had a test to do, but then he decided to stay the all afternoon and into the evening. So he ordered pizza, and we had pizza with my dad Friday night. I probably ought to get another bag of flour just to have it on hand because I saw a recipe for soft pumpkin cookies. They look like you roll the dough once you make them into little individual dough balls. You roll them into cinnamon and sugar, kind of like you would a snickerdoodles, but they've got pumpkin in them. And that sounded so good. So I want to make some of those. Um, I might make my mom's fruit cake again this Christmas. I don't know. But it is a big recipe. Um, I have made I have steamed or about not steamed, boiled a Christmas pudding before. I don't know if I want to try that again or not. It turned out good. We liked it. I just don't know if I want to do that again this year. I learned I don't need beans or rice. Yeah, I've got my rice container, my glass jar of rice. It's full, and I have a full bag, I think it's a 3 or 5 pound bag. I think it's a 3 pound bag of rice in my freezer. So we're good with rice for a while too. Zach's chore for pay used to be laundry. Both kids know how to use the washing drill. That's good. Yeah, that sounds so good. My kids say that I complain if I do it. I just like the way I do a little bit better, and I don't want a broken washing machine. That's understandable. Yeah, that's understandable. Thankfully, we got a cheapo one, so if it breaks, then it's not too big of a deal. But they need to learn anyway. I got a deep clean the kitchen this week. It's freezing here, and we still have fruit flies. Yeah, I don't have fruit flies, but I just have house flies. And you guys have seen those in my live streams and some probably in a couple of videos. I don't know where they're coming from. I am going around with the fly swatter, swatting everything, and then the next day they just seem to miraculously appear again. Brandon had too many trainee soldiers who couldn't wash their own clothes, do the dishes, or cook. So our goal is not to have one of those kids. Yeah. Well, my kids all know how to cook. They're pretty good with cooking. It's just, will they? That's the question. But like my son, he will fix himself like a fried egg or hash browns, or he knows how to cook like that. That Amanda, she likes to do a lot of baking. She likes to bake. And Bethany, she can do just about anything, but she's kind of she's our slight stature kid. So I mean, she's had a lot of medical issues growing up. So I don't put a lot of burden on her. I mean, I will accept whatever she's able to do. Aurora has replaced me as the cookie baker. You know what? I'm glad that Amanda is now our cookie baker, because I don't know if I have the patience to deal with sheets after sheets after sheets of cookies. She will deal with that, and I'm glad that she does that. Although one of her favorite cookies that she likes to make is Norwegian butter squares. Now, I like butter squares. They're okay. They're just not my favorite. I'm more of a chocolate kind of person. I'd rather have chocolate chip cookies than the Norwegian butter squares. But yeah, she had fun making the fruitcake last year. If you guys didn't see that, I mean, we got a little silly while we made that, because, well, it calls for peach flavored brandy, and so we didn't drink it, but we acted like we did, because we acted like we were getting drunk off of the fumes from it. But we were just being plain silly. And that's just one of those mother-daughter memories I'm going to latch onto for a long, long time. I still have to do breads and rolls, but she's in charge of cookies and some cakes. Yeah, I need to do some dinner rolls as well. I made some dinner rolls not long ago from scratch, and they turned out better than I expected them to. I've also been making yeast breads. I showed you guys some of that like a month or so ago. Yeah, I need to do some of that too. It's just that whenever bread is like $1.50 a loaf at the grocery store, my husband will just grab it, because he and my son eat through bread a lot. I don't eat near as much bread as they do. Now, if it's a homemade bread, definitely. Oh yes, my husband can so cook, do everything. His mom raised him right. Mike Gavin is a special character. He will overload the laundry just so he can get out of it. Yeah. Well, I haven't had to deal with that with the kids with the laundry yet myself, but yeah, Gary, he can cook some. He just doesn't cook very much. But he can cook eventually. He figured that out. Gavin is a chef. He actually works at a restaurant now. That's good. Well, then maybe make him the chef over your holiday feast. I know. I doubt that happens. You got to try the peach brandy before you cook. Well, I have already in the past. I don't need to test it each and every time. But we were just having a silly time of it, and it was just wonderful. Did I send you my dinner roll recipe? I don't know if you did. I don't think you did, Amanda. But yeah, definitely send that to me. I could always use a better recipe. I've got the dinner roll recipe that FlyLady made available free on her website. I printed it out. I don't know if it's still available or not, but I have it printed out and in my binder. Um, and then I've also found recipes in my mom's recipe book and that. So, but yeah, if you've got a better one, then go for it. Then go ahead and send that to me. I could always try it. I'm not a baker, surprise question. However, Abby is a baker, thank God, and makes macaroons from scratch and all those really fancier cookies. But she'll make a shortbread too. That's oh, I've never. I mean, I've only had macaroons maybe once in my life, and I know I could never manage to make macaroons. So that would be awesome. I'm with you. Chocolate chip cookies all the way. Yep. Yep. My Amber is a great baker. That was a great video. I love that video of you and yeah, we had fun. I love being silly with her, and I was surprised that she was okay with being on camera. But for that instance, she was okay with that. Brandon can cook, but he doesn't take his family's preferences into consideration. Like, don't mix the marinara and noodles because Aurora doesn't like red sauce. Ah, yeah. I try to keep the sauces separate, but then whenever I add it, it doesn't quite mix the same because the proportions are different than whenever I put them on my plate individually. So I don't know. But everyone eats it anyway. There's never any leftovers, especially with my Nathan. Are you talking about the FlyLady school cafeteria? Yep, that's exactly it. That's the recipe. Where's my book? Let me get my book. Where is it? Yep. School cafeteria rolls. Yep, I got it right here. And there's also the monkey bread. And what else was there? There's the pizza money bread, pecan money bread. Oh, I think it's supposed to be monkey bread, but she put money bread. And then she's got a recipe to divide out the rolls for cinnamon rolls, or divide out the dough for cinnamon rolls. So yeah, yep, I got that. He and my husband do a turkey, and that is so amazing, like a real turkey where it has to go by honey baked. Oh, honey baked ham or honey baked turkey. I never heard of that. Now I've heard of deep frying your turkey in peanut oil. We've never tried that before, but besides, I don't think we're going to do turkey this year because although we like turkey, we only like it for maybe the one time and that's it. There's too much turkey left over for leftovers that we never eat the leftovers, unfortunately. But I think this year, if I can get a nice big chicken, we're more likely to finish that up. And it's not as big as a turkey. And then I can save the meat left over for chicken salad because we like chicken salad. Just post the link in our IG chat for the roll recipe. Okay. I'll take a look at that later. Thanks, Jamie. I'll send you guys my recipe for rolls too. Okay. Boy, we're sharing everybody's. You know what? I ought to make everybody's dinner roll recipe and then do a taste test with my family and say, find out which one do they prefer. Should I do that? You could do it. She says it's very time consuming. You're just going to get turkey titty. Turkey titty for a chicken. We've done that before. But you know, even that, I don't want to waste the meat that's left over. And unfortunately, we won't eat that much. of it. So I think we're just going to get like maybe a rotisserie chicken. I've got a rotisserie feature on my toaster oven, so it can be cooking in the toaster oven while I use my oven to bake all the casseroles and the dinner rolls and whatever else I need to bake in the oven. And that way it's cooking separate. Okay, guys, well, it is 10 a.m., my friends. We got my cabinet and my pantry all cleaned up, and it's all organized. I've got my recipe books right here. I don't know if you guys can see them, but let me put this right here. Let me move this over. There we go. That way my Christmas, my holiday control journal's right here. My mom's recipe book's here. The Boston recipe book from 1896 is there. My 1940s recipe book is there, and my Mrs. Beaton's there. And then I've got a recipe card box. Gotta keep track of that. So definitely, if you give me a recipe, I'll be writing it down and putting it in my box. Is that the same as the monkey balls? Monkey ball? I don't know about the monkey balls. I don't know anything about monkey balls. I'm just thinking of the monkey bread that, you know, you like pull apart bread. That's whenever I said something about monkey bread. We're doing a chicken, I think, unless I wind up cooking for hubby's entire store. Okay. Well, thank you so much, my friends, for sticking around with me and watching me clean my cabinet. I hope this inspires you guys to do a little bit of decluttering today, since it is Clean and Fling Day, and just pace yourself. And if you're doing your pantry like I am, keep track of what your ingredients are and what you may need to replenish. You know, if something is outdated and you need to replace it, then start your grocery list for that. Successful hotspot destruction and reorganize. Yep. Well, I did my best. In spite of how I was feeling this morning, I still accomplished something. So it doesn't have to be perfect, just better. I think that's what Sean over at Midlife Stockman says. Not perfect, but better. And FlyLady always says, progress over perfection. I'm speaking to text, so if it doesn't make sense, I'm so sorry. Honey Baked is a store, and I get my turkey from there. Okay. Because I am lazy and I think it's disgusting to clean turkey and do all that. Oh, Chrissy. Oh, you don't like getting your hand in there and digging out that the what they call the offals, you know, which is the liver and the liver and kidneys. Or well, I don't know if kidneys is in there, but I know the liver is in there and the neck. That's the fun part of dressing a turkey. You have to clean it out. Get your hands all gooey. My grandma taught me how to clean a turkey. It was right after my mom had her first stroke and she couldn't help much with the Thanksgiving meal, and it was just me and my grandma to make the meal. So grandma definitely taught me how to clean turkey. And that meant get your hand in there. Yep. You guys have an amazing day. You do chicken salad. Yeah, we do love chicken salad. So if there's any leftovers, we'll definitely turn you into chicken salad. And then the bones, I like to make bone broth with the leftover bones. So those don't even go to waste. With the chicken, with the turkey neck. Personally, I could skip all meat and do the dish. Yeah, I could live off of stuffing. I could live off the stuffing. I always make a huge batch of stuffing because I love it. And I could eat on that for a week and never get tired of it. That's how I feel about cleaning a pumpkin. That's the fun part. You know, yeah. Well, maybe that's something I could do. Um, a video of this week. I've got pumpkins that I want to turn into pulp, a puree. So what I do is I bake them in the oven, and then the strings are a lot easier to remove because they're heated up. All right, my friends, thank you so very much. We will see you tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is plan and play day, so I might do a little bit of cleaning again tomorrow because a lot of plan and preparation in our control journal has been taken care of. But we can do that. And like today, I'm going to be starting a grocery list for some of the things I noticed I need more of. Uh, Monkey balls are circular and they stack up. They're like a cinnamon flavored dough. Yeah, like monkey bread. But see, they're like individual dough balls that you've kind of like mixed in like the cinnamon and sugar in the around the dough, and then you stuff the dough in a cake pan or something like that, and then you bake. Okay, come on. There we go.